Hello, everybody. You're watching William Hall Auto Interiors. This is what we do. Uh, we're working on some Corvette seat covers. These have the 2-inch bolsters. We still got to do some wiring and stuff on them, but here's some of the wires. Wesley cleaned them up that come out of the originals. But what we're going to do right now is
Hello, Jane.
Hey, Jane. What we're going to do is I'm going to show how to or how we're going to go about trying to fix these Corvette seats, and I'm going to explain to you what's wrong with them. If you've got one of these Corvettes and they've gotten wet, it's a clamshell seat. The way they sit in the car is like this, and that's the reason that they call them a clamshell seat. Is whenever you take and fold that down, it's like a clam, and that's the reason that they call it the way it is. Now, I made a video on fixing this foam right here, but he ordered the covers for a 4-inch bolster, these right here, but these are 2-inch bolsters, and you got to know what kind of seat you're ordering the seat covers for. So if you get the 4-inch bolsters, they're not going to fit. The foam just ain't made right for it. And you see right here, there's a hole where they let it go for so long, and then there's another bad place right here. But we're going to fix that pretty quick today. I don't know if I'll put that on video because it could be a little lengthy. But this is the part that the video is about, is these anchors right down in here. Right here, you see me pushing that? That's on an actual piece of wire like this. But the wire is rusted so bad. I'm going to show it to you.
You got it. Hold on.
There you go. Y'all can see it's rusted completely away. Even this part right here is broke off. And it's kind of thin right in here. This is the hole down right here that actually holds the seat in place. And the way it was on there was like this. Was like that. Yeah, Wes is showing me. All right, here's a good one. It's in pretty good shape. All the wire in this one right here seems like it's in pretty good shape. It's not broke up too bad. It does have anchors that went across here. This wire to anchor to. But this is the way it's supposed to look instead of like this. All right. Now, I went out earlier today and we made one like this. It's a little bit bigger. It's made out of a welding rod. And it's made to fit right in here, just like that. So it's real close to this one, but it's just a little thicker. That's a copper-coated welding rod right there. It's just something I had. To bend this right here, you need to heat it up. And you can tell where I heated it. So, and just bend it. So it's real easy if you heat it, get it red hot. But if you try to just bend it without heat, probably going to struggle doing that. All right, so one thing we're going to do right here is I'm going to try to take some of this out. I got some more of these welding rods right here. Oh, we got an West.
I don't know that truck.
Hey, we got customers driving up, so we might have to. It could be a little bit of a delay because we are an operating shop. We don't just do YouTube videos. Give me just a second. Let me deal with this person, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I don't have no way to put no music on there. That's one thing we don't have in the shop is anything that makes music, or it might distract us from the work. One day when we learn how to edit, we might could add some music to it, make it a little fancy video. I do enjoy working here. I wish I was further along about learning things and being able to do more than what I am. I'm a slow learner, but I'll get there one day. I have to learn along with y'all. I try to read the comments. Sometimes the comments go off before I can see it if I'm getting tools or something and I don't see the questions or comments on time. Yeah, I kind of know a lot about the process as far as, what tools he'll need. And I've been around him long enough, kind of, sometimes I can read his mind before he asks for it. I'll have the tools ready for him. Plus, if I have the tools, it kind of speeds up the video. We're not hunting tools. William's been doing it so long, he can see things in a pattern that may be stretched or pulled. And I don't have that artistic ability to see what he can see. And I hadn't learned how to sew yet. I reckon that's my next step in the progression here. We'll have to learn how to sew. This is kind of a dying trade. Not many people, nobody wants to learn it. And the real good ones are the older um, interior people, and they're kind of retiring. And like I say, the younger crowd is not learning this. Are you referring to reading the comments? He bought a TV that we were going to set up on the wall where I could read the comments while we were filming, but we hadn't got it set up yet. The new stuff ain't made like the old stuff. The new stuff, they want you to come back and buy a new car in a couple of years. His new phone he got that we're using to film this with, it zooms in a whole lot closer than the phone we had before that we were doing them. That's why he's not, a lot of the time when I'm following what he's doing, you don't see him or in the video. You kind of just see his hands and what we're working on.
Oh, sorry about that. He did give me a gift right there, though. A razor scraper. This is what you got to do. Sometimes people come up and you got to go out there and you got to cut a sample off of their seat like that right there. And then match it up and give them a estimated price. So
Who was that?
Curtis Brent. His seats is gonna cost roughly, because I ain't called and got a price on the leather, but roughly $1,000 a piece to cover them seats. That could be a little more. I just told him, $1,000 or $1,200 so, to cover them seats each. All right, so got my zip wheel from that China store out there. Y'all know the one. You can hear it. Listen. That don't sound good, though.
Well, I mean, for $9, what do you expect?
Did they give $9 for it?
It was. If you caught it on sale, you got it for $9.99. But if you bought it regular, it's $14.99.
See there? And I don't never pay the $20 extra to get it replaced, because I can buy one for $9. But you see the wire? It goes up through here. I'm thinking it stops right in here, but look at this. It's broke right in here. Look at that, rusted out. So I'm gonna take my little zip wheel and I'm just gonna cut me a little split in there, and I'm gonna see about that wire. I know I'm gonna cut it right in here, and just I don't want to try to do it with my bread cutter. So that guy cracks me up. But he's a good teacher. He's a good explainer, better than me. All right, here we go. So see that cuts right through. If you hit the wire, it's not gonna hurt anything. And we're gonna take and put our piece of wire in there. You just got to pick it out. And you can tell it's all just rusted out, really, to the point right there where you could actually stick somebody with that, or yourself, by accident.
While you were gone, Jane kept me busy answering questions.
Hey, Jane, people come up here all the time, and you just never know. Somebody might come up here before. We try to do the videos late in the afternoon around closing, so it won't interfere with the video. Wesley gonna get my hose back there. We can take it. I'm gonna try to open that up like that.
I mean, you can blow any of that up.
I'm gonna try to blow it out. Curtis gave me this scraper right here and some razor blades. He said, you might be able to use it. So customers come up here and give me stuff all the time. I thought that was pretty nice. We might use it. Even got the blade put back in there backwards so you don't get in the cut. But a customer gave me this, and I use this thing all the time. Years ago, that was from a gas station. It's never failed. And I use this all the time. Don't wear this blower right here. We got some of the other ones that's cheap, but that's a good blower right there. All right, so we're gonna take this copper coated welding rod, and we're gonna measure right in here. And I'm going to put it back in here just like this. I'm going to cut it off. If you look right here, I don't know if they can see that. That's got a loop. It ain't broke in two right here, so I'm gonna go up under this right there. I'm gonna push it in a little bit, and I'm gonna come right back, right about here. Just like, if I can pull it back far enough, there it goes. Just like that. Just like that. I could take this right here and weld it on there outside, Wesley. Then I wouldn't have to spot it. You know what I mean? But we're going to put a clip on there somehow. Might wrap it with some vinyl. Come around to the other side. You see it's broke all the pieces too. Should have been a dentist. Check that. So we can open that right there up. We can take that old clip off and use it again. All right, we're going to just cut that off right here. The wire that was in here was like wrapped with with paper. It looked like paper. It's the way they done it from the factory. It's just like paper that was coated on the wire. Actually, every time it got wet, that paper would hold the moisture right on the wire. So good job, GM. What's your eyes, Wes?
I got mine closed.
Close your eyes because this ain't a clean job right here doing this. We can sweep that up off the floor pretty good. All right. So now we're going to take and cut us another piece. We're going to put it in there just like this piece. I am going to glue that right back in. Darn, this worked out just right. Just round that off so it ain't real sharp on there. I'm gonna see if that piece is still together back here. Nope, it ain't. Okay. But we are gonna glue this back into place. You want it in there just right. All right. And whenever we put this in, you know, and it dries like so, what we'll do is go back over it with a piece of vinyl about that wide just to seal it and make sure that it stays in place. All right, we got our wire right here. We'll see if we can open this up. Give me the pliers right there, Wes. I know everybody takes a pair of pliers with them. All right, just take your pliers out of your pocket and hold it like this. I'm serious. I think I got a whole box of these things. All right, you see the paper still on there, down in here. If you take the clip and you take your pliers and just mash it back on there like this. Sometimes you can't hold it real good by hand, so you just have to hold it with 2 pair of pliers. All right. Come right over here. Do we have another one?
It's over there.
Yeah. Hey, you just take it off all these rusty pieces like this right here. I honestly believe that held water, and that was the reason. See, it's pretty easy just to stick them right back in here. Come on. Get that paper out. That's the way you do it. Just put it right back in place. You see the notch right here, so that's where it went, was right there. I think my glue is getting a little tacky. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come right up here. We're gonna push that wire back down into the seat foam. Come over here, do the same thing. That is sticking out a little bit, so I'm gonna snap it off right there. Like that. All right, so now, just to keep this in place, I'm gonna spray a little glue on it, and I'm gonna put a piece over this right here. It'll just hold it in place, seal it up. We save little scrap pieces like this right here. That's like awning material, so it's pretty strong. Right here. And it's got some little lines on it I can gauge on how to cut it, so, which is pretty good. All right. These little wires that goes down in here. See, I can touch the wire. All right. There's my new wire right here. I don't know if you can see that. You see it? Way down in there. That's my new wire. I'm thinking that they had some little wires that went around here on the inside that you could anchor to. Sometimes they had a little metal clip about that long that anchored on there, and that was a pain in the ass. Put them on. But I think I'm gonna cut it about this way. Is that the dog?
No, it's Peter.
Hmm?
It's Peter.
How are you, boss?
Hey, Peter.
You doing okay, sir?
Doing fine. How you doing?
Not good.
Oh, no.
No.
Don't talk like that.
Yeah, then you want to pay me.
No.
No.
Hey,
Oh, yeah. What are you doing?
doing a video.
YouTube video on how to fix some stuff.
Yeah. We were having to replace the wire in this seat because it was like
Rusted out.
all rusted out. So,
But
Yeah.
can you talk while you're doing that?
Huh?
Can you talk to somebody else while you're doing that?
we do that sometimes. You want to go outside just for a second?
Well, I really got to ask you, so you can pause it for a second?
No, you can't pause it.
Go ahead. How long is it going to take you?
It shouldn't take me too long. We're in the short rows right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where you originally from, Peter?
Italy?
Italy?
Yeah, Naples?
Naples, Italy?
Yeah.
This is my friend Peter. I didn't know exactly where you was from. I thought you was from New York.
No, I lived in Boston.
Did you?
Yeah.
You still got a
Boston.
Boston number, don't you?
New Hampshire, yeah, I have a Massachusetts number because of my kids. In those days, you had to pay for long distance on the what call it, cell phone, you know, talking about 2005. So because I was getting divorced, I didn't want my kids to pay for long distance, so I kept the number.
Ah.
Jane says hello. She's from the United Kingdom.
Oh, tell her I said hi.
Yeah, that Peter's he's actually a chef. He does all kind of cooking and all kinds of stuff like that. He moved here and he had his own restaurant. So
But Dublin doesn't appreciate good food.
yeah, Dublin we're still in the chitlins and hog feet and stuff like that stage, ain't that right, Peter?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Peter used to come out here and he'd tell me how people would do in his restaurant. They'd come in and they'd say, he would give out these, it's called knots, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were dough. There was nothing not.
Kind of like rolls.
It was dough. It was pizza dough made into a knot, like a really
Yeah.
a knot.
Okay, pizza dough twisted and made into a knot. And Peter, he would make these and he would give a lot of that stuff to his real good customers.
To
But
all
then,
the customers.
to all of them,
Yeah.
good or bad.
Yeah.
All right, so, but he didn't know how these people was here in Dublin. So what these people would do,
As soon as they got the nuts, they would cancel their appetizer.
yeah, they'd get these knots and then they'd sit back there and they'd say, do you have any water? So he didn't charge for water. So they'd sit in there and eat his knots and stuff up and then leave.
They asked for lemon, so they could put lemon
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
water.
Make lemonade.
Yeah. They'd say, hey, do you have any lemon? So they'd bring them some lemon out and then they'd get up and they'd leave. So Peter was telling me this story. So I called over there and his wife was there. And I said, I want to come over there and sit around for a little while and drink some water. I said, y'all give out free lemons, don't you? She said, yeah. I said, can I get some of them free knots and just sit in there and watch TV? And his wife didn't know that I was just cutting that with her. So
She hit the roof.
yeah, she did, didn't she? She hit the roof. And I was like, I want some of them free knots. I want some of them, I want your free water. And I'm just going to sit around there and try to soak up some air conditioning. And she says, sir, we're in business to make money. You can't just do that. And she did hit the roof, didn't she?
Oh, she sure did.
And then I told her that it was just a joke.
No, she hung up on you. You came in. And you told her it was just you came in and said, I'm the guy that wants a free water lemon and the nuts.
Hey, it was all just I was just fooling around with her. She took that serious, and she didn't like them. She didn't like the joke too good, did she?
Because people would do that.
Hey, that's the reason she didn't like the joke, because people would actually come in there, sit in there, soak up his air conditioning, get his lemons, get his nut, and then leave.
Right, they would come
Like
in
a
and
bunch
order a
of
slice of pizza, but they would expect the nuts and the butter and the Parmigiano cheese over the top.
Yeah.
They would have water, and then they would spend like $3, and they eat for $9, and then leave. So then I stopped serving free nuts or free bread.
Yeah. You know what, Peter? It don't take but a handful of people, man, to mess up a good thing. That's all it takes. Just a handful. And they'll mess it up for everybody. So then the next customer comes in and he says, hey, how about some of them free nuts? And you say, hey, man.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we don't do that no more.
Jane wants to know if you're one that takes the pizza and throws it up in the air
Yes.
when you're making the dough. Yes,
Yeah.
he does.
Turn around there and show Peter. Do you mind, Peter?
No.
This is
Hello, everyone. I'm now a bug house man. I pest control, but my wife wants me to reopen a restaurant. And I just told my wife, "You're crazy. It's a lot of hard work." So I decided not to. My restaurant had fresh pasta. I used to make the pasta on the go. I used to have a 12-burner stove, and I used to make all the sauces on the go.
He was actually a true chef, one of the few that's here in Dublin. I mean, he did it like they did it in Italy.
Yeah.
well, he's more fine dining than he was the fast food that we
Right.
have around here.
But
So now that I'm a pest control guy, everybody's asking me, when are you going to open another one? And I always say, never. But my wife says, Peter, please, let's just open up a small one. So who knows? I might. Nice talking to you all. We gotta let him see it.
hey, and then Peter, he knows these people around here. See, that same old crowd would be coming in with me, Peter, saying, "Hey, man, are you gonna cook them knots again?" Want it for free. Nothing's free, is it, for Jesus
Nope.
Christ? That's the only free thing I know of. And if they figured out a way to tax it, they would.
You know, it's so funny. Some people ask me, hey, do you think you can make me a lasagna? Hey, do you think you could do this? That's all what I do. I tell them, hey, I'll tell you what. You buy all the ingredients. I'll tell you what I need. And I'll make your lasagna, and you choose how much you want to give me for making you the lasagna. Once they go out and get all the, and go price the ingredients, they'll come back to this. Nah, that's okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it costs money. When they figure out they have to pay that much money just for the ingredients, they choose not to.
Hey, when I was running a pizza restaurant,
Yeah.
there was a guy that worked for us sometimes, and he knew how to make lasagna. I'm telling you, man, he could really do it, but it was not cheap. It was like all the cheeses that goes in there, and cheese is really high,
yeah.
and the meat and all that stuff, and he would layer it.
Yep.
He would layer it in there, put cheese, layer it, and all this kind of stuff.
Now you forgot that I used to roll up homemade meatballs, the little ones,
Yeah.
like this.
Didn't you make your own pasta at one time?
Yeah, man, dog. Yeah, everything was homemade. The pasta, the meatballs. And now we put the meatballs in the lasagna.
Yeah.
Small meatballs. They're like 50 to 100 little meatballs. You know, so they will have meat. Plus, you have meat sauce, ricotta cheese, mozzarella.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife loves my lasagna.
Oh yeah.
By the way, how is she doing?
She's doing fair. You know, there's no telling how many people you stopped up with that lasagna and all that cheese. Man, you probably stopped up half a
Do you
dozen.
know how many people?
The doctor should have
I
sent you a
just pay
check.
houses. There is no one day that one customer says, "Please open up again. Please open up again."
They never said that.
Every single house I go to, that they know me, that they will ask me.
Oh, they tell you to
At
open
least once a day, I get that ask.
Yeah, they missing free.
Let me tell you
No,
something.
Free nuts, I know.
Nuts and free
You can't
homemade
eat for
lemonade.
less than $12, $14 nowadays.
Oh yeah, they still want $5 meal. You kidding me?
Hey, and that McDonald's, I ain't ate at McDonald's in like 4 years. No.
Did you ever go to the Firehouse restaurant and buy a sandwich? A
Yeah.
roast beef sandwich? $15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the sub sandwiches and stuff like that have got outrageous around here.
And you was actually a chef, and you was trying to, you was trying to compete with all these fast foods. You can't do it.
Oh, I did pretty good for 5 years. I mean, for 10 years.
Yeah, struggling to do it.
Yeah. A lot of hard work. 7
Hey.
days a week.
What about deer meat? Hey, what if you was going to work and you seen something beside the road and said, they want fast food? I just stop and pick this up, skin it when I get there. Hey, y'all. Hey, once it's in the pot, you know, you just don't know because it's, you know, you can tell because McDonald's, all these other places, hey, that stuff comes out of the machine. It looks like Bondo.
Listen, you go to McDonald's now, hamburgers,
Really?
$9.
Hey, it looks just like Bondo going off in this big old container, and they take it and they dump it into this other thing, and they put some coloring and stuff in it. And the next thing you know, what have you got? You got Bondo. Really.
Yeah.
And people just gobble it up and don't think nothing about it. Man, I really, really watched what I eat in the last 2 years.
Your wife lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. If you,
Yeah, your wife
if you
was
open
really-
your restaurant up,
I
you
see
can gain
you going
it back.
at Jack's on the River.
Yeah.
Hey, did you ever call that lawyer?
See, just take that right there out. Take that right there. Boop, boop, and it's big. It's pretty easy.
Well, easy because you know what you're doing. But if you didn't know what you're doing, you're going to say, "Oh, what am I going to do? Buy a new seat?"
Trying to show these YouTube videos. They can do it.
Oh, yeah, I bet they
For
can.
real. Hey, for real. There's a bunch of talented people out there.
Listen, I'm a YouTuber.
Are you?
Oh yeah. I don't do videos. A lot of people ask me, just get on there. You can make videos.
That's
Well,
what
how
you
to
should do is make your lasagna, get on there and explain how to make your lasagna. There's a bunch of cooking videos. Man, there's a bunch of people I watch that cook, and I'll be in the grocery store and I'll be looking at their video, getting the ingredients, and then I pause it and then I go get that ingredient and I pause it and go get that ingredient. And then I got everything.
I don't want to give people my recipes.
You can't take it with you.
What
I'm
if I
giving
was
them my
to-
recipe right now.
But what if I was to open another restaurant?
Hey, but
You know, I was on Channel 13, right?
ask Jane where she's at.
She's from the United Kingdom.
She's from the United Kingdom. She's not going to compete with you.
No, not her, but I'm talking about in Dublin.
These
Too
people.
big to try.
Dino's dying.
Hey, they're trying to figure out where they can get free knots from. They're not looking to
They still
make
hunting
a
that free water and
video.
all.
Are they West?
Mm.
They're not looking to make a video. I'm serious. Get your free knots. Oh, y'all, I'm just looking for something I can stick in this right here. I'm just going to try to stick that in there, glue that in there, and then I'm going to trim it down.
Did you ever call that lawyer? I give you the number.
I think I did. They wouldn't do nothing. What's the difference between a lawyer and a catfish? You don't know? One's a low-life scum sucker that dwells on the bottom. And the other one is a fish. No, I'm just cutting up. I don't want some lawyer to come after me.
What do you call a cow with no legs?
What?
Ground beef.
Hey, only a restaurant owner would say that. Hey, we don't even get it. We don't even know what he's talking about. Look at there. But we could take this right here and cover that up like I did this right here. Cover it up, smooth it out, and it would look just like this. But the main thing is with these seat covers like this right here is this right in here, that wire, that anchor, the anchor point right here, to anchor this seat right here in. That's the important part of putting these seat covers on. This right here, it's still there, not real great. That one has gone. That one's still there. Right in here, it don't even have no anchor. So what I can do is come see it's just missing right in here. So what I can do is come right in here. And go all the way over to the other side where it's good. Come on now. Damn. Act like that. I'm going to come right here, leave it a little long. Just cut it off. The wires. I'm going to pull that back and stick it back down in there just like that right there. All right. Now I got a wire in here to anchor with. And that right there, that's important to have that right in here. You see that wire right in here, right in here, right in here. Now this one, the way they done it was they put a piece of wire like this right here. These anchor wires. They had one right here, and then they just had one in the middle, and they had it hard grained together. And that right there gave that anchor point. So we got it on the sides. This right here was done the same way as this top one up here. But the important part is you couldn't even anchor it in the car. It was gone. You know, just like we showed you. There it is right there. Like that. All right. So this part, I showed you how to cut that out. This right here. These corners right here, when they split in the corners, this is the part that's going to wear out. It's right in here. Right there where the split is, right in there where the foam is. They could have put tape over it or some crap like that, but they didn't do that at all. They just kept riding. And looking for them free knots. They just kept riding.
Free water and free lemon.
That's what they was looking for. Hey, didn't want to fix it, so there you go. We're gonna come right in here. It takes a little while to get good with a knife like this. Just take your time. Always hold it straight, flat, like this right here, like that angle. Just like that. You see that's a good bit higher, so I'm just gonna turn it right on down. Man, that is, look at there. It's magic. Static electricity. You touch somebody now and it'll say pop. See that static electricity? Or is it magic?
Static.
It's magic.
It's static.
Damn, I can't even throw it down. That's something. So, this is static. If you let that hard paper right there hit your finger, that causes some static.
That caused us to rip your skin.
Huh?
It'll strip your skin off.
Yeah. Oh, mine's just now healing, man. I got it caught in that wire brush outside, and that thing was like skin up. It's just now healing, so it's, I'm good. All right. We could cover that up, and it would look good if we covered it up. This down in here looks good. We got some tiny places right in here. I'm just going to cut some thin strips off with my saw and just stick them in here like this. Like that. Just stick them in there, and I'm just going to grind them off, and it'll be sealed up just like this, or just like this. But I want to thank everybody for watching, and we're going to be off and on here making videos, so
Press
we
you
will.
like, you know.
Yeah.
Tell them to
Peter
press
said, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and
Always ask for the free water and lemon.
subscribe.
next time.
Yeah. Always, when you go into a Italian restaurant like Peter had, ask them, do they have free knots and water and lemons? Ain't that right, Peter? We got to have that. That's what keeps us going in business. It makes us work a lot harder. Don't forget to like, subscribe. We will see you on the next video. Thanks, everybody.